afternoon, Stitch Roadies. How you doing? How's it going at your end of the world? I am doing okay. This past weekend, we had the memorial service for my daughter-in-law's father, and it was, well, it isn't like you would say, oh, this is a great time. But in some ways it really was. It was a way for the community to come together and to give thanks for the artistic work that he created. But was really fun for G and I was the fact that we got to know him in a different way, because we only knew him as our daughter-in-law's father, as co-in-laws, as co-grandparents. But this allowed us to hear about the kid, the college student, the creator, the artist. And I really did enjoy that. Yeah, it was, and what really hit me was one of the speakers was the best friend of my daughter-in-law's mother, and that they worked together from when they were young and raised their kids together, and how close that bond was. And it reminded me so much of my nursing buddies, you know, and how we kind of supported each other in rearing our kids and surviving work. And it really does take a village. It really does take a village. So we had that going on this past weekend. And then the oldest or the middle grandson left the memorial service with us and stayed overnight with us. And then the next day, the G and myself and him, and we went to the zoo. The Portland Zoo is an awesome zoo. And it was clear. Here I am still bundled in a sweatshirt. Oh, and this is one of his pieces of art. One of his pieces of art. But we went to the zoo because it was sunny, no rain, but it was freaking cold. It was so cold. So we just kept walking, and it was so cold that in one area, the orangutans were in one area. They had thrown blankets out there, and the orangutans were... I kept thinking, wouldn't a quilt be much cuter? So we had a nice weekend, given that we were saying goodbye. Well, I've been working away at different things. I found it quite interesting that I am not a monogamous stitcher. I tend to bounce all over the place. But because it is this time of year, I have been monogamous. And it doesn't feel bad. It actually feels good, although I every so often I hear the jammering of the other projects that want a little attention. But I feel really good about what I'm doing. I readjusted my list of what I needed to get done before the holiday, but that's totally. Oh, so if you're new here, know that this is a channel that is about life and cross-stitching, and you get to glimpse how my mind processes things. It's kind of scary. Yeah. But I realized that I am not a stitch, stitch along, the SAL. Some people have asked, what does SAL stand for? Stitch along. I adhere to the premise that the first time I heard it was from Lady Robiness, and it was start along. S-A-L meant start along. And I am willing to start anything. But stitch along tends to create some anxiety for me. So I've been monogamously stitching, and I'll put the link down below of the Etsy shop where I got this from. But I have been stitching along on this, and you see I only have a little bit left. And I mean, probably 3 days worth of stitching, maybe, the way I stitch. But I just love this. I love the colors, and I love everything about it. So this I want to have done before the end of November. So I am monogamously stitching on it. Today is my grandmother's birthday, and so I kitted up a project, and I actually had to go to the store and get some DMC because it is her birthday, and my intention is to stitch these Korean traditional accessories. Aren't they beautiful? And I want to put her name and her birth date and her life year from beginning to end at the bottom. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm dividing them up into 3 separate stitches, and I'm going to make them into pillows that go into this brass bowl that was given to my father when he was in Korea by my grandmother's church. And so I think that'll be really pretty. And my living room and dining room have more of an Asian flair to them because G and I traveled quite a bit in Korea, and then I went into China. But and he used to be quite the art photographer, where he would develop pictures himself he used to have dark rooms. But now he's doesn't do that anymore. But I just love, and the thing about Korean stitching, and this is from sodastitch.com, is that they are all about the color. I mean, I kind of, put this together to start and realize that I needed all of these different colors too. So I am definitely going to be starting that. It's a start along. And I have it stored in this sweet little bag. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. So that's a new start. I have to show you this. I was green, absolutely green with envy that Cheryl and Colleen, who are stitching with the Sisterlies Floss Tube, you'll have to go on there and subscribe because they are a hoot and a half. One's in Washington, one's in Oregon, and you definitely not only get the cross stitch, but you get the sister vibe too. And Cheryl, at Stitch West, the projects were not in her bailiwick. What can I say that? It's like some people like anything with houses. I have one girlfriend that says she doesn't want to stitch anything that has a big hipped woman and a farmer. But the projects designed by Teresa Kogut were beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but they were all ocean and sea themed. And Cheryl is a outdoors tree country themed. Her husband, like an arborist, he knows about the health of trees, he trims trees, so she's more of that. That's more her. But both of these projects were about the ocean, and so she said, they have to be yours. Of course, they were exclusive to that retreat, so it'll be a while before you can get them. Neener, neener. Oh, did I? Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to be that way. But look at this Seaworthy sampler. And it was designed for the Stitch West retreat. Oh, and look at that. I need to get that exact fabric. And then this one. Oh, it's so cute. It is so cute. And she included this, look at that needle minder. Is that not adorable? Yeah, so you have to understand that I grew up on the ocean, and yes, I love trees, I love the forest, but the sound of the ocean puts me to sleep. And so my guest bedroom is all ocean. I tried to make it ocean themed. So these will go hanging in there. When my parents were, when they were young, married, and I was a little girl, they would go fishing for food. And so they would wrap me up in a blanket and tuck me in the sand dunes where I slept while they fished at night. And so I have a sound machine in my bedroom that is the ocean, the waves, puts me right to sleep. So I'm going to be starting those. I want this exact fabric though, so I have to find this fabric. This is a little bit of a funny story. So Cheryl was stitching on a project, and I said, oh, I want to borrow that chart, but I can't because she had used a pink highlighter to highlight the whole thing. And she says, well, you can borrow it. And I said, I can't read it with pink highlighter. I lucked out though, because her sister Colleen had an extra one. And so she gifted me this. I just love that little fox. And look, it came with the fabric, the floss, and the little needle minder. So sweet. So that will be something to look forward to. I'm just looking around, seeing what I've got here. Yep, I've got my sugar cookie almond milk latte. I also, where was it that I put it? Oh, Cheryl brought back from Stitch West this floss drop. It was so pretty. It's a beehive, and I got it on my grandmother's stitch floss, but she couldn't remember who gave it to her to give to me. So if you're out there, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And it's already being put to use. I'm trying to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. Okay, on to haul. Yes. If you know who I'm talking about, and that would be this sweet, sweet gal, Under the Woolen Willow, Michelle. She posts on Instagram when she's got stuff for sale, and so you kind of have to have a little bit of ESP or really good timing. And I just had really good timing. And she had posted some new pin cushions that she made. And I was like, oh, I must have one. And normally I would pick, I tend to pick things with red, because I kind of like red. But I really wanted this one that was blue. And so I just made a note that I would like, she had them labeled by the alphabet, and so I said, I want C, and then she sends you a PayPal invoice. But look at this. This is a pin cushion. Look at that. Isn't that a really good picture right there? I wonder if that would be my screenshot. Look at that head. Isn't that the cutest pincushion? And then she included the bookmark. I love these bookmarks. So I was real tickled when that came in. Yeah. And then the other rabbit hole that I fell down was one of the Cluckers, Susan, is in a collaboration of sorts with her friend Lou and Sue. And it came, and so she actually said they were going, that what they were marketing was going up for sale at a certain time on a certain date. And I actually put it in my calendar so I would remember to message her that I wanted one. And it came wrapped in this sweet paper with the little charms, Lou and Sue. But wait till you see this. Isn't that cute? Now it's another type of storage bag. You know, we love our bags. So this snaps open, and then look at this. It holds the little spools of thread. You know, the either for like embroidery, Spargo, cross stitch. It holds the silks. You know, it just is so cute and so well made. So well made. I was so happy to get that. But she says she's going to have more available, so you just need to pay attention, and I will put her Instagram link in the drop-down box. Yeah, because you're going to want one of these. I mean, this is so different from anything else. And Susan's floss tube is filled with, if you're into reproduction samplers, it's filled with history about those reproduction samplers. Yeah. What else we got? We got a giveaway. Yes, we do. We have a giveaway. And the Fat Quarter Shop sent me two of their journals, one for me and one for one of you. And it's the Bee in My Bonnet, and this year for next year it's pink. Isn't that cute? And you can make it all mussed up or however you want to do it. You can, and this will help you keep track of your stitch alongs. So if you're interested in winning one of these, in the comments, just use the word journal. Yeah, use the word journal. And then the next time, we'll see who the winner is of that. Yeah. So I watched Christmas Story 2 with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. I got so tired of the Hallmark Christmas movies, and yes, I know there are some of you who say it's still too early for Christmas movies. I needed to take a break from all the crap on TV, and you know, the Hallmark movies, yeah, but this Christmas Story 2 is such a sweet story, so I enjoyed that while I was stitching. And I am still in the middle of Mad Honey. Oh my gosh, Mad Honey. That book. I mean, it's keeping me on the edge. I'm forcing myself not to just devour it, but to savor it. because sometimes it's just really good to savor rather than, yeah, sometimes you just want to savor stuff. But other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot. I'm going to be stitching with some friends this week. I'm looking forward to that. And, yeah, lots going on in the family, and that's always a lot of fun. Yeah, I think I covered it all. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. I always enjoy and love the comments, so please ask away or leave me a comment. It brightens my day. Yeah, it certainly does. You take care, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.